it's not in female nature to be leaders. It's not in female nature.
I don't agree, Masso. What are you saying? It's not true at all.
Female nature. It's never been.
I know amazing women leaders, including me. What are you talking? I gathered 400 people during one event. I'm a leader, and I'm a fucking feminine woman. I'm not masculine at all.
I don't think you're feminine at all. I think you're extremely masculine.
Okay.
I think the way that you've been acting on this podcast and the way you've interrupted people and the way you've cursing.
But you told us.
What I mean
you told us to interrupt and to be free. That's why I'm doing it.
No, but I'm saying I think the way that you're acting is very masculine. I think everybody in the comments.
See, because we have. Well. I know you don't believe in energy, but we have masculine and feminine, and a real feminine has a masculine, the balance between the masculine, because a woman can be a leader. We need more leaders, women, than men.
No,
I'm sorry.
Why?
Yes.
I'm going to tell you what I mean.
What?
Yes, because you always, because I know amazing men that can be leaders, but women have an intuition that can be very powerful.
I work at Ulta, and every single person in power at Ulta is a woman. And I'm going to say one thing about that whole situation. There is so much people that get hired and then they just leave. And it's like the cycle is so much. And I'm going to tell you why. Like, we have so many people that we hire and we think to ourselves, like me and this other girl that I'm friends with, like, how did they hire this girl? Because it'll be the type of person that I'm thinking, like, I mean, this person can't even like organize a shelf properly, like, without you being constantly like, do it right, do it right, do it right. And it's because when the interview comes, the girl will be like, oh, I just love makeup and my life. I just want to work with makeup. And then the person who's interviewing is another woman. She's like, oh, that's so sweet. You know, I also love makeup. And then they'll hire them, but like, they won't think of something like, is this person like, can this person organize a shelf? Like, can this person do this? Like, they'll think of it more like, oh, I like her. She was really nice during the interview. And then they'll hire them and then they're like not able to fulfill their duties and then they get fired. And it's constantly that cycle. So I think that, you know, whenever we got a male manager, I'm like, in a way, thank God. So we really do need that sort of balance. Like, just women, it's a pain. It's always some drama.
Of course, we need a balance.
There's always someone.
Yeah. So what I mean with what I said is, us women, I admire women who just go out there and, you know, broadcast, you know, their business. They go ahead and make all of these interviews. They go on TV and speak about their careers, their, you know, what their motivations were. Like, I want to give an example, Clarissa Shields. She's a gold medalist Olympian, and she's a professional boxer. And I just watch her just doing her thing, just, you know, being in her element. And because she just loves doing what she does, and having to just see like women in sports, women in MMA, women, and that's another controversial topic. A lot of people talk about women in MMA and how it's a very, very male dominated field. But at the end of the day, once we go ahead and do our thing and be, you know, the alpha women that we want to be, we want to come home and submit and just calm down and just relax and just be vulnerable with somebody that can understand that and can just be able to just do the rest at home. Like, okay, you know, babe, like I went ahead and I did this for you, or like, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, make this move to buy a house for us, and, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and you know, pay these bills and do these things, you know, like, just a man that can be able to take initiative when we come home gives us like I feel like a lot of women feel like it can give us just a break from having to be so dominant throughout our days, even through our careers.
Yeah, I think there's a difference between being a leader in like a business, like, oh, like I have my own business or something, then also being a leader in a relationship. Like, I feel like that's like two separate things. Like, I think you can be definitely a woman that has her own business, is a leader for like maybe other employees. Absolutely. But when it comes to being in a relationship, I feel like the man has to have the charge. Obviously, I do also think that in a business, there needs to be some sort of balance, because again, I work with women, it's all women, it's a headache most of the times, because no woman can just not freak out over oh no, but she said this. Like, how many times have I heard that my manager said this about me, and now I have to like talk to that manager and be like, dude, come on, man. Like, why are you talking about me? It's always something, and it's no, but you, and then it's feelings. Yeah, it's always that's just how we are. So,
but yeah,
hold on. Jada,
it's also important.
Hold on,
just to finish.
Jada. It was Jada. I want Jada to comment.
As beautiful as that sounds, if we look at the divorce and women, let's like just be honest, they're the ones filing for divorce. Like I think it's like 80% of the time at this point. A majority of those women are career women. So I think coming home after doing these really intense jobs that are really meant for, some of these spaces are meant really for men to take on that type of stress, and then you come home and your man wants dinner, or you have children that you have to tend to, and then you're looking at your man and you're trying to put him in a feminine role because now you're in a masculine role and he doesn't feel respected, and now your arguments look like this. That's why divorces happen, and then the woman always leaves because it's like, I can do everything without you. And then you're coming in wanting me to submit to you or respect you or X, Y, and Z. God forbid he makes less money than her. It really doesn't work out. And so realistically, as beautiful as that you make that sound, and we're looking like, oh, I love that you're, realistically, those women that get in marriages are highly likely to get divorced. So it doesn't work, I think, for the traditional roles.
Yes, I believe a real woman leader is someone that is a leader for a tribe, a family. So the leader is not only in the business, it's about life, it's about people. There is not only business and logic in life, there is love, there is connection, there is leading a tribe, such as a family. And you made an amazing point.
Women don't lead tribes. What is this? Women don't lead
families. The tribe
families.
Is a family. Your family is a tribe.
A woman is not the leader.
First of all, I believe you are like this because I touched a very weak point in you. And maybe you've grown up with parents that neglected your emotions. I'm very sorry, Muff. But I can truly feel your vulnerable side. And you are going cuckoo because I say something you don't understand. Maybe I'm so sorry.
No, Francesca, I'm not going cuckoo at all. This is just very funny.
But you look very upset. I'm sorry if I touched something. Okay.
You guys see this? Hold on.
You look very upset.
I want everybody to see this. Do you see what the women do when you say something and you disagree with them? This is the who hurt you. This
not
is
at all. I love it. I love confrontation.
I must have touched a nerve, or I must have hurt you, or your parents must have neglected you. These are the manipulation tactics they try to play to get you on your heels. And
you are manipulating. You told me
this is just very funny. I got to mute you because I'm still talking. But if you're seeing how this is playing out in real time, I hope all the guys that are watching this are paying attention.
All right, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that clip. If you want to check out the full-length podcast episode, you can find that right over here. Also, make sure you visit my website over here where you'll find my supplements, the opportunity to book me privately one-on-one for coaching, and most importantly, my new School of Unplugging, which you'll find on the courses tab. Newer to the channel, hit subscribe.